Okay, everybody, welcome to the first official season of the Council of Dunces podcast. I would like to welcome you to my good friend, Michael Plain. Michael is going to be playing a character named Lesli, the Dwarf Barbarian, in a world called Vos. More specifically from the land of Akka, and he is sailing across the sea, looking for adventure and maybe a new horizon in life, in search of some good mead and ale. Michael, do you want to go ahead and describe your character? Awesome. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Awesome. Yeah, so we start off in Akka at this overcast shipyard, a dock with a boat kind of tied up. There's people kind of working on it right now. It's obviously getting ready to leave relatively soon from now. Um, your family is there. Your wife and your two children, and they're standing there at the dock with you, waving goodbye. They're a ways off. You've already kind of said your goodbyes, but they are standing offshore as you're walking towards your boat. You kind of look at them and turn with a sad, bittersweet eye as you know you're going to go and bring them, gifts and things like that. But you'll be away for a while, and it makes you kind of sad. As you get closer to the boat, you can see that it says "The Sterling Voyage," written in kind of a wood burned on like this like birch wood plaque at the back of the boat, and you kind of hear this like human ship hand voice. "Oi, we about ready to leave?" Talking to you. Yes. What do you say? All right, just and he kind of starts rolling down this ladder. Just to get up from here, and we'll be off in about 20 minutes. So you get up there, and they kind of show you to where it's kind of like a moderate kind of travel-y cruise ship. It is definitely set for kind of like commercial use. So they show you like a decent little room. It's nothing special, like a bed, like a little lampstand, and there's even like a little Bible to Laurentian church for kind of like those Gideon Bibles in hotels. Like it's nothing special, but it's by all means, it's definitely cozy. And after a few minutes, you're just kind of unpacking your stuff, and the boat sets sail. You go on like this for a few days, going into the captain's lodge and having like a tour through the ship. It's big enough that like there's some interesting places. There's a couple taverns on here. There's a couple like parlor casino type things where people are playing cards and dice, gambling. There are artists and bards on board that kind of entertain people. Um, just about anything you need for the most basic comforts of home. And finally, the captain calls everybody to the main deck. Do you go out there? Do you go out there? All right. So you exit your room and you walk out to the main deck. It's kind of it's like a normal ship deck, but there's kind of like a gazebo-esque like kind of roof over it. So it's almost like a small building, but it doesn't really have walls. And there's a bunch of chairs out there, and the captain is just sitting on a stage, just waiting. Kind of this also dwarven man with like a fiery red beard and kind of just colonial pirate garb, although he does look very dashing. Looks to be in his 50s, probably, if you had to give your best guess. And he's just sitting there talking to someone on stage. So you roll up and you take a seat. He says, "Oh, all right, everyone." He does actually talk pretty loud, despite there being quite a few people here. "We've been at sea for a few days, and, well, to be quite honest, I don't want you to panic, but sometimes we have to deal with Sahagin invasions. So if, and in the case that we do, we probably won't, but if we do, I want all of you civilian to go under the deck, and our crew guard will try their best to fend off. I assure you they are the best trained in Akka, so it's going to be okay. But if you hear this siren," and he looks over to somebody, and he kind of just flips this little lever, and you hear this like, when he shuts it down. Oh, yes. As you can see, you will hear this if it goes off. I don't care if you're sleeping. You will hear this. If you hear that, go calmly and quietly down to the underdeck and lock the door. And with that, he kind of just dismisses everybody. So you've been kind of warned that there may be some danger at sea. He's been annoying from the beginning. You guys keep going for a few hours, and you go and like you're in the tavern. You kind of grabbing a drink, and you hear it. All hands on deck! All hands on deck! And you see civilians kind of start freaking out. What do you do? All right, so people start to filter out of the room. After a while, you are one of the only people in there. And a guard kind of stops by and goes, "Civilian, down to the underdeck!" Just as you say that, you hear just kind of like a, and he is stabbed by this hulking kind of fish-looking humanoid. There's like gills protruding off of it. It's got like a maw of sharp white teeth, and it just shifts this guy with the spear. And he turns to you. I need you to roll initiative. So yeah, that's a D20 plus that little 2 on your character sheet. A 4, okay. Let me go ahead and pop up. Okay, so yes, he runs up at you, a spear in hand, and he stabs at you. Let me see. Does a 23 hit? And that means it meets or beats your AC. So yes. Okay. And he stabs into your kind of right shoulder for 5 points of piercing damage. I'm going to need you to take off that 5 points.
No.
Yeah.
Please tell me he came at me. No. Dude, no. That's not even what? Broken. Broken.
Yep.
That's all I got to say. I'm like, look at my health. You was in there.
All right, hold on just a second.
I can't believe that.
Then you see another Sahagin
Like, crazy.
crash through the tavern window just to the left of you, and then another busts a window in with a like lawn chair on the right side, and you are now faced with 3 Sahagin
That should have been
growling and kind of dripping like salty goop from their mouths, kind of just cornering you.
You said what?
And then you see 2 kind of bigger guards walk up and kind of use like a they kind of walk up next to you. So now there's 3 versus 3. Okay. So it is going to be your turn. Yes, you may. So you are probably about 15 feet away from the other 2, but you are right up next to the other one because it just came and hit you. So
Can we kill him here?
sure.
Why did you do so? How did you get so much health? That thing gave you that much health?
They go, oh yeah, that sounds good. Let's focus. And what else are you doing? Okay, so you're holding your action. If by any chance a Sahagin comes close, what will you do? I would say you probably don't have your weapon on you. Okay. So you are currently behind one of the guards, and they're like, oh, you're not gonna fight with us. And they're gonna take their turns. So the guard
This so broken.
walks up to one of the Sahagin and makes a spear attack of their own. 14.
Yeah, it's like you don't even have to do the combo to do it. You can just do it out of nowhere. That make it tough. So we gonna hold up. That's what we gonna do. We gonna use him.
Sorry, just okay. It definitely hits, so takes its attack. 5.
Jay, you in here?
Okay. It is gonna be the other guard, and he's gonna do the same thing. 11. Does not hit. So he goes up on the other one and stabs at it, but nothing happens. it is now going to be the Sahagins' turn. The one that he just hit is going to stab at him. Or it's actually going to take a bite attack at him, rather. Holy crap. Okay. All right. Does a decent amount of damage there. Sorry. Okay. So they kind of keep slashing back and forth, and one of the guards falls, and a sword clatters at your feet. It's looking like you're gonna have to use it. You're gonna pick it up? Okay. All right. So use the stats of your hand axe. Yes. So it's a +6 to hit, 1d6 +4 slashing. Yes. Yes. So there are still 3 Sahagins standing. One of the guards is dead. Go ahead. Okay. So you hit him. It does hit. So go ahead and roll damage, my friend. So let's see. It's d6 +4. Okay, so it's full damage. 10. Okay. Oh man, he is looking gnarly. Oh. Okay. Yeah, he's looking really bad right now. The other two, let's see, they probably got more like there and okay. So that turns it to the guard. So he's going to take another attack. Do 5 on 1. Okay. The Sahagin. So one of them is going to come over to you, okay? It is a stouter looking one. He has not taken quite as much damage. Does a 22 hit? Okay. 7 points of slash or piercing damage. Also, don't forget you do have your rage, which will give you distinct advantages in combat. It will give you a +2 on melee attacks and resistance from physical damage. Yeah. So at the start of your turn, and actually your turn is now, so you can go ahead and do that if you want. Okay, so you bonus action rage. So you have your action now.
This person's terrible. Actually terrible. Yeah, he only killed one of my characters, and then I destroyed him with the other 2.
Okay, go ahead and make it a roll.
I almost beat him with 1.
And he, as you say, Dayu Behemoth, he goes, not if I kill you first. Yeah, you hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's not my squad. I do not want beers, actually.
Oh. Real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. You stab him right in his like lower abdomen, and he goes. Um.
Go pick youngster and try to be elite.
And he is still standing. But considerable damage on this boy. It is the guard's turn, so he's gonna go ahead and take a smackaroonie. Okay. Okay. Sahagins' turn. So the one is going to attack the guard and kill him, leaving you with two Sahagin to fight.
It's cold. No, when I'm playing it's easy because I know all his moves.
What are you doing?
I like using him. He's just good.
Awesome. Okay. So you start sprinting away. I'm going to need you to make 2 checks for me. I need you to first make an acrobatics check, and then I need you to make a stealth check. Yep. So D20 plus 2. Okay, yeah. So make those 2 checks and tell me what you get. Oh yeah. So you easily your acrobatic check, you run away and start. There's a door on the opposite side of the tavern that kind of goes into a small like a drag parlor, like for smoking, and you vault over some tables, and you kind of run back there, kind of dodging and dancing, trying to figure out where to go, trying to like let your eyes adjust to pretty dim light, and you finally run. I need you to make that stealth check. 15 plus 2. So yeah, you make a pretty good one right there. You start dodging and dancing around, and you can hear scrambling and kind of where is he? And you are able to dart just last second into a room and under a bed, and you can see 2 slimy pairs of like rusty and barnacled boots. Just make sure nobody lives. I'm gonna look for that scum. And he goes, yes, Lieutenant. And one of the pairs of boots runs off. And he is still in the room, you under the bed.
Oh man, you didn't kill him. Oh my god, I knew it was coming. This game though, but I knew it was coming.
For you, yes.
That's crazy. That move is crazy.
Okay.
I know it's coming.
You pop out of the bed. I'm going to give you surprise because of you hiding. So go ahead and make an attack with advantage. So roll 2 and take the higher. Yeah. 16 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 4. All right. Not too bad. So what? I didn't see you there. And he takes his attack on you. 20 hits.
You get a hit? No.
All right, he does. How are you looking on HP?
No.
Okay, with that 3. Well, with the he did 3 damage on you. Okay, yeah, you're looking considerably worse. But you did it.
Dang.
He's going to take a final
I just don't know what his
attack
moves
at
are. I
you.
can't have him on the squad now.
It does hit. And let's see. Who can say? He does 5 damage. Okay.
There's a
So,
move that I was doing in practice. It's not really good
as
now. It's like he puts
his
up like a force
he kind of
field, like shield type.
grabs you
I can't do
by
it.
your collar, you can smell his breath, and he goes, "This ship is ours now." As you can feel just this rusty, kind of almost flinty spear blade, really jagged edges, just pierce right into you, and the world fades for a minute. Just then, you wake up,
You guys right at me.
kind of a sudden start. And all you can see as you sit up is water and a little wooden boat that you're in. And a girl, kind of elven woman, dressed in kind of these black garbs, goes, "I didn't think you were going to wake up."
I'm selling.
"I saved your life. Thanks would be, well, appreciated."
Hard to kill. That's what he is.
Oh, no,
Nah,
no
I'm
need to be
going.
racist. I just,
I'm not good with him.
I could have just let the Sahagin eat you for breakfast.
Like, what does he do? Oh,
I suppose that's fair. I bet you're wondering what I was even doing in those parts.
wow.
I
I
don't,
jumped into it.
I don't really trust you with my first name, but my last name, my title,
I ain't gonna lie, Goku. You
Lady
got some
Raycan.
dice, bro.
And she extends a hand of
This
peace to you to
I don't
shake.
like Goku Blue. I ain't go with him. Oh.
Well, that's okay. We're almost to shore. I was on my way to Draven's Rend. We can part ways there. Yes.
Dang.
Are you talking about the Pale Fire?
Oh.
Well, if you would like, I could show you where they produce it.
I heard.
But
Oh, you still
you'll
got-
have to shake my hand first.
You got no chill.
She kind of like
That jump jump.
winces, but she kind of goes with it. Shakes your hand and just kind of waits till you're not looking and kind of just rubs it, like kind of lets her hand run in the water. As she does this, you guys go for probably about an hour or so more. You have no idea how long you've been out, and it comes to your attention. You've been out for a while. You are pulling up on the shores of Draven's Rend, and just off in the distance, you can see Evelyn.
That's obvious.
She kind of, you guys go to like a small port city. She has a horse there, really tracking on the travel. You guys, you kind of have a little fight with her about riding on the back, and then eventually she convinces you to ride on the front as she actually controls the
I hate
horse.
these characters, bro.
And you
Kill them
guys
too many ways.
sprint off in the direction of the city of Avalon, the magical city of Avalon. You arrive, and she goes, "Well, dwarf, it was nice meeting you. Um, if you want some of the pale fire, you can find that delightful comfort in a tavern called the Neighing Mare. Uh, you should be able to find it. Sorry, what?
Wow.
So you will just go north for about
All right, Goku.
10 minutes,
Kill 'em for me.
take a left, and when you reach Hobby Avenue,
Main character, man.
you certainly helped me. So I couldn't be more thankful. You were my way off that boat.
Off the wall. Dang.
Thank you. And she kind of turns and heads off in her own direction. You make your way to Harby Avenue.
I don't know.
You plop into a tavern, the Neighing Mare. And in there, you can see a magician kind of doing his routine. He looks very confident. And the crowd is kind of not reacting at first.
I can't move.
You pull up a seat. What are you doing?
Ah. See, I try to do my move and that doesn't work.
Oh, you would,
I lied. Goku get kind of good.
all right, that'll be 2 silver pieces for a mug of
Yeah, but he did kind of
pale
good.
fire.
Give him another chance.
I suppose. I mean, I'm sorry, but I can't give you any. And before he says that, somebody slaps some silver on the table. A magician. He had just finished his act. And that's where we're going to stop this session. So first off, afterthoughts. What do you think about this campaign so far?
I thought I got it.
Awesome. Okay. So you guys, you can see on our social wall. Go visit our Instagram and our Twitter, and keep watching for future episodes. Now, I will say the game will look a little different. These obviously sessions are going to be a little bit shorter. This one only ran for about 30 minutes because we're just introducing everybody to the world. So welcome to the terrifying and wonderful
Oh, yeah.
world of Vos. See you guys later. Bye.